Now Spurs, since 2008 in the Premier League, have won an outstanding 0 trophies. Their last actually coming in that year as Harry Redknapp's side somehow managed to win the League Cup. And today, we are rewinding time, getting rid of Harry Kane's goals, getting rid of Son's goals, and going back to 2008 as we hope to rewrite history and win some actually trophies, diminishing the bottle job label on Spurs. As yes people, you can see we're starting in the menus today because Harry Redknapp not in the game and we do need a new manager. And our objectives, I will tell you in a minute about those, but we need someone to win trophies and I thought I know just the person. I'm sorry Spurs fans, but this is before his other Chelsea days as Jose Mourinho is in charge. In 2008 he was actually in charge of Milan, so no hard feelings, he should actually be good this time round. As his aims are to win just 5 trophies with Tottenham, the Community Shield doesn't count, and at least one has to be the Premier League. Alongside that, we need 3 90+ players. They can be any players, defense, attack, modern players? As yes, Harry Kane is actually in this game at a 57 rating as our final objective as well. We need to win the Ballon d'Or with at least one player, and we do have a Ballon d'Or winner in our team. Luka Modric, 22. He is at Tottenham, younger here, but also Gareth Bale, the left back. Weird position for him as this team is very weird. You can see this isn't going to be as easy as the other retro rebuilds, which are on the channel, but also in the description of this video. Shadowboy32, the creator of this mod's below. All his links there if you want to play this for yourself, as I'm going to play wing play with the formation. I don't want to change it too much up. Just make our best team, which is not strong enough. We've got 79 rated in there. Also Bale at left back, who will be our first change, although it takes 51 weeks. And to replace him, well, we do have a bit of money. As for the time being, we need a replacement for him, but also a player that can move off the wing when Bale's ready. And this is Guardiola. He's at Deportivo in this save. I believe he's still playing. If he is, the card will be on screen. We'll offer 24 mil because he's a left mid at the moment. I'm going to train him to a left wing, then back to a centre mid, as he's Jose's new signing, and I do like this Tottenham kit. Very nostalgic, as that looks a lot cleaner. As we've just signed a Mexican, but we've already got one here. Giovanni Dos Santos, I forgot about. He's gone up a rating, and I think that will suit him as I've dropped Modric back, because let's be honest, he's not attacking. He is well-rounded. Also on the bench, we've got Kevin Prince Boateng, then down here somewhere, Harry Kane waiting for a loan. And he has got it. At only 14 in this save, he's gone to KV Kortrijk in the Belgian Pro League, as I don't trust us long term with Darren Bent up front. But still, we're not replacing him. We're going for a midfielder again. Jose's interlinks get us Muntari in the midfield. Now he's kinda young still, so he might last the entire save. Replacing Zakora in a more rounded team now that still has a 79, but I am going to trust it. And was I right to do that? Because you can see where the table's finished as above Arsenal at least, but it's a 5th place finish. As long as we could maybe win the Europa League, as this season, Harry Redknapp actually won 1 trophy with Tottenham. That being the Carabao, as the FA Cup's not ours. And no, in this universe, it is Arsenal's, leaving us only the Europa. So maybe we win that next year as Modric is growing right. That I do love to see. Same with Gomez, just a bit of a shame about his age. And then Giovanni Dos Santos, he is going to be our future. As Darren Bent, actually, the man with most goals this season, but still, I trust in a few years that will be Bale. Or maybe even this man. Harry Kane is back, but he has not really progressed, and he is only 15. Let's cut the lad some slack and actually focus on our new best lad. It is Gareth Bale, now up to an 82 overall. The fact him and Modric were actually in the same Tottenham team that won Nish is absolutely unbelievable. Still, what is believable is we definitely need some defenders because Corluca's nearly no good and Hutton not good at all. As I found one player, Kyle Walker, 57 rated, 19-year-old. He signed for Tottenham near this time. And also Kieran Trippier, this time at Man City. So we're not going to go for one of those two. We are going to keep looking. Going down a different path, there's Juan Manuel Vargas. Now he is a Bayern Munich player, but will he want a stint in the Premier League? We're giving him one anyway, as the Peruvian signs for just shy of £30 million. Lovely stuff. And it's got me thinking central defence now. Corluka, I didn't realise, is actually 23 years old. So Bruno Alves, a Portuguese legend. As speaking of those, I am wearing a Ronaldo kit. You can see the number 7 there. It's also a Euros kit, which I got from Soccer Deal Shop, the sponsors on the channel, as you can see. Use that code you just saw for a discount at the checkout. And if you are enjoying the video, leave it a like and subscribe. And here's Bruno Alves. You know what they commonly say, it is strikers that win your games and defenders win your titles. Loving what we've done here. Plus we have strengthened the attack. Bale on the wing, I think he will score buckets of goals. And with the sale of Michael Dawson, we've got a few more funds. I think this leaves us 40 million just to get a right back and complete the defence. We do need this right back, and we're going Gonzalo Castro. Spending big as the German joins the defence, and now please can we try and win Spurs a trophy. As no Ballon d'Or this year, still a little bit of money left. As who's going to win the Ballon d'Or for us? Will it be a new signing? We actually couldn't have him yet, or maybe it could be Modric, or maybe Gareth Bale finally getting it at Tottenham. Or if I'm actually honest with you lads, I don't think he's going to get it because he hasn't played in this team. Lennon is ahead of him, and rightly so as well, because he scored more goals than Bale, and Bentley scored more than him, and then Bent with 41. Darren Bent for the Ballon d'Or, as in the league we do have Champions League next year. It's still a shame we're not competing, but you can see we've got a better defense as we lose a final, and then not even a final of the Carabao. 0 trophies, or 0 trophies in England, I shall say, as we win the group. Then into the round of 16, where we get beat by Everton. Everton with Moyes? Are you actually joking me? So again, another trophyless season for Tottenham. Seriously, where the hell do we go from here? With a god squad? Well, I think I know the first move actually. Sell Aaron Lennon. If we cash in on him when he's doing well, Bale will grow past him. And after all, Bale is 3 years younger than him. So goodbye to Aaron. He's going to rivals Chelsea. Alongside Rocha out the door. And also Alan Hutton. He somehow, bizarrely, ended up at Schalke, and guess who he's actually playing with? Sonny is at the blue side. As actually signing Son, and you can see how much money we've made, wouldn't be a bad buy, because he will sit behind Bale, as he shouldn't demand game time, and of course we've sold Lennon, so good signing actually. Should let Gareth Bale play. But we do need someone for Bale to put crosses to, so Robert Lewandowski, at only 21 years old. Arguably one of the best strikers to never enter the Premier League, but he has done now, and I can't believe it's at Spurs. And overpaying, well, just a little bit, 102, but still, we're going to go and try and fix up our forward line this time. Don't worry, Darren Bent, you are just staying for now. You're gonna mentor Lewandowski, as we're going to change to look for a winger. Make sure he's a right-hand side, and Ashley Young, you know what? Before he goes to Man United, I think we could poach him. As here is Ashley Young, and can you believe our team is actually Gareth Bale on the left, Young on the right, and Lewandowski up front. That, my friends, is the most random lineup ever, but if it wins a couple of trophies, I am going to be happy. And no Ballon d'Or again, but hey, our most likely to win it probably is Ashley Young, ahead of Luka Modric. Both up there with ratings, but who got the most goals for us? Okay, Young's backup David Bentley off the bench, it seems. Unless Youngie was injured, and to be fair, he's not fully sharp, and Dos Santos is injured, Lewandowski hasn't played. I knew Darren Bent would, but I didn't know we'd win the league, so that's our first trophy, and we have done it on 1 goal difference. I actually don't believe it. We just needed to win 1 Premier League out of the major honours, so 4 more to go, and plus Ballon d'Or winner. But that is a huge start. Get in, but no, not in the FA Cup. Losing in the final on penalties and not scoring one of them. Embarrassing, but you know what's more embarrassing than that is losing 3-0 to Preston in the first round for Premier League teams. Terrible is that, and also terrible to lose in the Champions League. 2-0 to Milan, and we didn't score in another cup game. Seeing we can handle cups is how much money did we save over? Right, 54 million, and I have a plan for next year, and that is to sell Darren Bent, sell Bentley, and rebuild this squad with a few stronger defenders. Yes, we do need goals, but that big centre-half to replace Ledley King, who of course is a Spurs legend, just has to be done in it. And we've got 168 million before selling Ben and before selling Bentley. Makes me actually think we should keep them and maybe sell someone like this man to main genus. Not very popular in the UK at the moment as someone who could be popular, Ronaldo, the centre-back. A little bit on the old side, but partnered with Alves, they should be solid enough to keep the likes of Preston out. Maybe the reason we lost in cups is because we didn't have a solid backup keeper, so Michel Vorm, who did sign for Tottenham in real life, he's here on the cheap for 7.2 million. I'm happy with Gomez in the goal, but I'm not happy with our right back. As our final signing to replace Gonzalo Castro is Glenn Johnson, who maybe was at Spurs? I know I'm chatting rubbish. He started at West Ham, but hey, the team looks a lot better right now. One of our 390 rated players is here in Ashley Young. Ashley bloody Young. If he could win the Ballon d'Or soon, I wouldn't mind it, but only 5 goals, 9 assists. Bentley got more, and this time he definitely was on the bench as our best players at the club, Bale and Bent. 43 goals, and he absolutely trumps Lewandowski, so sorry to Robbo. It's Bent going back up front. Also Guardiola in here. I am going to try go 3 in the midfield, just so Modric is higher. Maybe he could win the Ballon d'Or. Wouldn't be his first time, as it's not our first time winning the Premier League with Tottenham Hotspur. Another one in the cabinet as the Community Shield. We actually lost to Liverpool, but that don't count anyway, as the FA Cup is won, so that is another trophy. And the Carabao as well. We actually beat Arsenal in the final. So that's an English treble this season and 4 trophies overall. As could we win the Champions League, we did top our group, unbeaten, beating Hertha and then beating Inter, but Real Madrid, no stopping the Madridsters. But right then, 4 trophies, 2 players almost 90, 1 player almost 90. The hardest thing in this save is going to be winning the Ballon d'Or. It is. It's going to stop us. Can someone at Spurs just lift the Ballon d'Or? And random question of the day, who do you think in the current Tottenham squad, apart from Son, could win the Ballon d'Or? Personally, I definitely think Richarlison. And when he walks on stage, I could just see him doing the chicken dance. But anyway, 1 more season to go because we do have 4 trophies. And if you're wondering why it says 2010 in the top corner, definitely didn't toe poke my PC to power off as 157 million. Still, it's a good budget. And let's face it as well, Ashley Young didn't do well last year, so despite his decent rating, he's probably not going to win the Ballon d'Or. Luka Modric still might, and of course Gazbaz, Gareth Bale. Do we need to replace Bent? Because to be fair he's still scoring. I think what I am going to do is actually sign another attacker though, because if you didn't know already, defenders can't win the Ballon d'Or. And I think the perfect player's this man, Jesus Navas. We can get another cam in the team, push the team further up the field. And he does have a decent overall at Newcastle, so I'm going to offer 90 million. Come on, you've got to accept it. As instead of joining City at the top of English football, he joins Spurs, sitting, of course, on 2 titles already. As that's us a lot better off. You can see more attacking threat. As speaking of that, I've got Dusan Tadic lined up here. Now, I know he's only 80 rated, but he's better than a younger Son. So he leaves Pompey for a fee of 30 million. As now, look at that. Look how attacking our bench really is. Going with the logic, more attackers equals more chance at winning it, as we do have a nominee. Darren Bent is in there. He was alongside Zlatan, Messi and Fernando Torres, as unfortunately in this save, Messi wins it this year. But I don't mind it, because I know this team isn't strong enough. So let's give it another year for Bent and Bale to progress and also go and find this final trophy. And it's different in the Premier League this year, with us falling to 4th now in the league. Right, the drop-off is real. Didn't expect that, and didn't expect to lose to Cardiff. But hey, at least we do have that final trophy, the Carabao Cup. No Champions League, sadly, but we have got our 5 trophies, and we're still in the Champions League, and we will be in it next year. But this year, we drew Barca and lost 6-4, so please, let's just have some high-rated players. As looking at this lineup, it is still 2 90s now. Bale has joined in with that 99 pace. Electric, as Modric's just a little bit far behind, and also an off shout right now. Gomez, the goalkeeper. Could he win the Ballon d'Or? I mean, that would very much be exciting, but the player with the most chance now is Gareth Bale. Gazbaz, the whole of Tottenham is with you. As long as no one tries to buy him, I'm going to be a happy man. As that's another thought I'm having with this 164 million. Could we actually sign another Ballon d'Or winner? As let's check Messi first. Well, he's just not affordable. And Ronnie here, well, he's the same too. But another player that was nominated, and we could replace Darren Bent with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 6'4" Swede. This man was incredible when at the top of his footballing game, but also you may remember he was very closely linked with Arsenal. As the Lion roars to Tottenham, hopefully making people forget that, signing on a fee of 120 million. And after only 2 weeks at the club, he is ready to be our striker, as we've got 390 rateds now, and sorry to Darren Bent. And it looks a big brain move, because him and Bale are nominated, with Zlatan actually picking up the award. Big game player, big brain move, as that is absolutely amazing. But don't think we're done there. Do not sign out, as we're going to skip to the end of the season, and you knew we'd have a final. We've got West Brom in the FA Cup, but of course, have we got the Champions League? The answer is no, so we are going to end on an FA Cup, because I do want to play a game, and we lost to Juventus. Heartbreaking, actually. A 4-1 defeat second leg. We were cruising in that fixture, but then we went and did a Tottenham. As did we do a Tottenham in the Carabao Cup? Yes. And in the league, look at that. We lost it by 2 points. After all the winning we've done, at the end we decide to stall, as Zlatan hasn't been playing. That is a weird move. Gave game time to Bent, who did score 34 goals, but I'm going to still go with Zlatan as we play this finale. Even with a Ballon d'Or winner, even with all the trophies, we know if we lose this, we bottled 4 trophies already. Cannot be a 5th, as that's a great ball into Navas, and now it's Young, Ashley Young, wide off the mark. Could have done with an early goal, and we shouldn't be losing to West Brom. We should get loads of goals in this, but it's their time to shine, and Hull has a shot at Gomez. Imagine being named after Hull, as now Ibra getting away. Navas with a run. Jesus Navas to keep on going. Can he get this shot off? He can, and another save. And I've just realised as well, they've got Scott Carson in goal, but Modric finds Ashley Young to try and slip inside. He's been brilliant for us, but just don't know what he's doing. Winning a free kick, I guess. I mean, I didn't think that actually was, as now Modric, if this goes over the wall, hits the post, and that is the whistle for half-time. Still, we've got to keep going. Bit of a lively game, this. Which we know we can't afford to bottle, lads. This is West Brom, and now Young trying to run. He does find the ball into Navas. Now looking for Bale. Gareth Bale on the overlap. A shot. He's saved again. Why is Carson so good? He's third choice at City, and he's playing for West Bromwich Albion here as Zlatan needs that run. Bale make a bit of a move. Zlatan instead goes to Modric. Can it be Modric to win the game? Modric strikes just with 20 minutes left. Lovely little ball into the path of a Ballon d'Or winner from a Ballon d'Or winner. Zlatan won it for us. Not long left now, and actually I'm going to take Zlatan off because I've got to play Darren Bent. He scored all those goals. Didn't win the Ballon d'Or though, and with that interception right there, Modric whacks the ball and the referee ends this final. I mean, it's not the Champions League. We didn't win that at all with Tottenham, but it is another trophy, and it's 6 compared to 0. There's a trophy for Tottenham to actually celebrate, as if you want to see your team next, comment them down below.